Aikman. What's up, fellas?
Hey, Michael, yeah, I've been reading about the Nationals. They're off to a good start in that World Series.
Yeah.
Welcome to Minneapolis, and we're excited about this game. You know, I have been covering baseball. It's been a little tough for my small mind to wrap itself around. Kirk Cousins was there, and now he's here, and Case Keenum was here, and now he's there, Adrian Peterson, all that. But we do know this. Kirk Cousins is on the best three-game run of his career after all that grumbling 4 games ago in Chicago. Do you think that run that he's been on continues here tonight?
I do. I really do. They're playing a Washington team that obviously has some issues. And you look at the Minnesota Vikings and the way that they came out this season, and yeah, they didn't have to run the ball week 1. They definitely want to run the football. That has somewhat been the mandate by Mike Zimmer, and Kevin Stefanski, the offensive coordinator in his second season, has really done an outstanding job of blending this run game with the play-action pass. And I also think that Gary Kubiak has meant a lot to this offense, and it's been very helpful to Kevin Stefanski as a young offensive coordinator. And you called it. I mean, Kirk Cousins, and when you get the kind of quarterback play that he has shown here over the last 3 weeks, you're going to win a lot of football games. He's the hottest quarterback in all of the NFL right now.
And has the #1 quarterback rating. All right, we can't wait to dig into this game. Until then, we send it back to Michael and the guys.
All right, thank you, Bo. You know what? I always like to go against you guys because I take chances. You guys are so safe. But I'm taking the Vikings tonight. I'm taking the Vikings tonight. I am not crazy, but we got a great game coming up, you guys, and we're gonna head back to Minneapolis. Joe, Troy, Aaron, and Christina are gonna take over for kickoff. And as you guys know, it is the Redskins and the Vikings. It's Thursday night football, and it's right here on Fox. But we got a great game coming up, you guys, and we're going to head back to Minneapolis. Joe, Troy, Aaron, and Christina are going to take over for kickoff. And as you guys know, it is the Redskins and the Vikings. It's Thursday night football, and it's right here on Fox.
Welcome to Thursday Night Football, presented by Bud Light Platinum. Inside this beautiful stadium in downtown Minneapolis, we get set for this NFC matchup between the Washington Redskins at 1-6 and the Minnesota Vikings rolling right now at 5-2. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. And which way do we want to go talking about this team? I think when you look at the Minnesota Vikings and what they've been able to do so far in 2019, there's been a bit of a shift. They've established that run. They've got a fantastic ground game with Dalvin Cook. They've got a red-hot quarterback, and that play-action pass game is just shredding the opponents.
Yeah, and I think it really kind of got started after that loss against Chicago. It didn't look good around here in Minneapolis after that game, but since then they have really come together and are playing some outstanding football. Kirk Cousins is the hottest quarterback in the NFL right now. This offense is going up and down the field. They're running the football. They're getting the big plays down the field. And for as much scrutiny as Kirk Cousins is under seemingly every week, when he has protection, and he throws it as well as anybody in the game.
All right, let's talk about the Redskins. They fired their head coach in 0-5. Bill Callahan takes over, and when he took over, he said, we're going to run the ball. We're going to get a little bit tougher, and that means that Adrian Peterson gets the ball in his second return back here to Minneapolis. They will feature him. He's got a bad ankle, but we're going to see a lot of the ground game here in this one.
Yes, we are, and it's hard to believe. Here, Adrian Peterson, 34 years old. He's not supposed to be carrying the load at that age, but Darius Geis is injured once again this year. They're very young. They've got a lot of injuries coming into this game. And, you know, Bill Callahan was true to his word. He wanted to run the ball. They are definitely running the football. No different tonight. The only chance they really have is to try to shorten the game, help their defense out a little bit. You know, if you like old school smash mouth football, this is the game to watch.
If you don't, this is the only game you get. Week 8, 10-point win for the Vikings. How about back-to-back games for Stephon Diggs? 7 catches, 143 yards. Same stats from a week ago that he gets tonight. No touchdowns, but Hey, the Vikings, as Aaron said with Dalvin Cook, they started 2-2. Now they're 6-2. They are a team that I think you really need to pay attention to in the NFC this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. Last year ended in disappointment, not being able to get to the postseason, but they're a well-rounded team. There's a few others when you look across the board, and in the NFC, San Francisco certainly, and I think Dallas is one of those teams. Offensively and defensively, they're very tough. They're tough-minded because of the head coach, Mike Zimmer, and they're going to be in every single ball game. That defense is going to allow them to do that. Now they're starting to build some momentum because they're putting back-to-back wins together. The next couple of weeks are going to tell us a lot about a lot of things in this league, but it certainly will for the Minnesota Vikings.
You know what they call that? They call that stacking good weeks.
That's right. I've heard that, yeah.
Stack good weeks together, and there you are at the end of the season. And we're also going to call this the end of our post-game show. I've got baseball to do.
Yeah, you got to fly somewhere, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I don't know.
Washington. Let's
DC,
go.
that's where I'm going. All right,
on
that's
the team
it.
charter.
Yeah. Coming up next, late local news on Fox, the Mercedes-Benz post-game show on NFL Network. 10-point win for the Vikings. Thanks for watching Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light Platinum. Good night.